Yes, people. What's going on? Back again. Red Talk settings. Faz, what are you telling me?
I'm alive, man. I'm alive. I'm aching. I had my first preseason game on Saturday. Got shanked a bit. Played 55 minutes, but
Man said got shanked. What do you mean you got shanked, blood?
guy kicked me in my ankle instead of the ball, bro, and my ankle's a little bit swollen up, but I'm okay. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Doing my mileage, keeping up with your content as well. I see you wanna get back into boxing, so I wanted to talk to you about that as well. What's
Yeah,
going
bro.
on with that side? Yeah, tell me, man. Why
Bro,
why
I'm
you
waiting, innit?
why you beefing everyone in the scene, man?
Who's everyone? Name names.
What's this between you and the general?
Who's everyone? Name the names. Who's the everyone's?
Rants just everybody nobody wants smoke with Rants.
Yeah,
Everybody
but
should
that's
know Rants. What have you done?
but that's not my problem, bro. Like I'm not beefing no one. Like he's one
You
person, bro.
your Instagram stories are scaring everyone, bro.
Nah, bro.
You're
I
there
ain't done
lifting
nothing.
you in your thigh every day.
Bro, it's muscular stimulation. That's all it is.
Pause.
That's all it is. It's muscles, isn't it? That is what it is. That's exactly what it is, bro. Like, bro, you see footballers all the time, they got the fucking massage sleeves on their legs. It's the same thing.
You know, I got mine as well. You know what I'm saying? If you know.
Yeah, massage gun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's all it is. That's all it is. I'm doing
Maybe
physio.
maybe we need to tell Luke Shaw to use some of these equipment, bro, because my man just he's kalas, bro. But
Bro, this
what's
brother
going on,
just
man? Are
he
you
just don't
jumping in
look
the
after
ring again?
himself.
Are you
Bro,
gonna be jumping in the ring?
but I hope so. I hope
I
so.
went, you know what? I saw the video, I saw your live stream yesterday with
Mm.
the other brother that you were on with, and then I
Yeah,
went and
Lee.
checked LV General's videos. Bro, the whole public wants him to take the fight. And he ain't taking like he's not even addressing, acknowledging, or I'm a bit mad. And he's going around big chest. Obviously, I don't know him, but I'm just saying
Mm.
from what I, as a unbiased consumer of the content, he's like, who should I fight? Who should I fight? People want to see the fight between you and him.
I
That's like
know.
when Mayweather ducked Amir Khan and fought my man instead for the second time. You know what I'm saying? Like, fight Rance, man. Everybody wants to see the fight. Rance is calling you. You are asking people if you're the bigger person and all of this that you say, general that you are. Fight Rance, innit? Rance, what kg are you now? 95?
Um, 83, bro. I woke up at 83 kilos this morning. I'm cutting weight still.
I woke up like this. Nice one.
Yeah, I'm cutting weight still, bro. I'm 83 kilos today.
What is he on?
So
79, innit?
he said 79, but
Bro, I don't think he's 79, bro.
he's not 70. But even if he is, yeah, remember, like, it's one of them ones where muscle's a lot more dense than fat in it. So he might be 79, but a lot of that weight is not muscle. So it's one of them ones, and I'm heading down to 79, but I'm heading down to 79 with muscle on my frame. So when I get down to 79, I'm going to be very lean. He's not lean, and he's 79. So 79 on me is going to look very different to 79 on his frame, innit? So it's going to be
Right,
one of
right.
them ones.
How
But
long till you're like fully back
my
fit?
last fight, I was at 76, bro. So
Right.
I can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
down to I can get down comfortably
Mhm.
to 78, 79 comfortably. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to get down there because I don't like fighting above. I don't feel great above like 80 kilos anyway.
Right,
Because
right,
the
right.
lighter
Okay.
you are in there, the better you feel. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, 100%. But
So I'm trying to
if,
get right down.
if I may ask, because I know this is red talk, and we'll get onto the red stuff
Yeah.
at Manchester United talk. But what kicked this off? Why are you on him like this? Like, why are you calling him
Hey,
out
bro.
like this?
Bruv, the reason why I'm onto him like this year is for multiple reasons, isn't it? Like he's just a fraud, isn't it? And the thing is,
Hey,
yeah, I don't like bullies, innit? So I'm just bullying the bully, bro. Because I'm doing to him what he does to everyone else. You know, like that. Like
yeah,
everyone
yeah, yeah.
knows, like even before, like when he was around Philly and them, man, he was always the hype man trying to kind of bully people and stuff. That's what he does. That's his persona, innit? This fake roadman persona. And I'm just like, cool, if you want to bully someone, like bully me, innit? I'll punch your head off. Like, and this is exactly why I'm doing this, bro. Because it's kind of like I know he's a bully, I know he only wants to fight someone he knows that he can beat up, and I just want to punch him up just to teach him a lesson. This is all this is. Like, it's not about money. It's not about nothing. I don't need the money. He does. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things where I just want to punch him up. Like, legit want to punch him up because he's.
So after the fight, you guys are not shaking hands. It's like
Nah. I don't want to shake his hand. Do you know what I'm saying? Not at all.
so it's real blood. You want to draw blood.
But it's not even blood. When you knock someone out, they don't bleed. They just go to sleep.
Oh, so you want to just?
I just want to knock him out. I'll be honest. That's just what I want to knock him out. And it's one of them things where he's been talking, guys, who should I fight? This, that, and the other, talking about how tough he is and all these things, and he posting videos of him sparring on his Instagram. Like, people keep messaging me saying, "Oh, he's posting videos and stuff." It's like, that's fine. You can knock over dustbins. I'm not a dustbin. So it's one of them things where it's one of them ones where, first of all, it was just like, yeah, cool, I'll fight him, and then he's walking around waffling, talking about, oh, he's not fighting me because I'm not relevant and all these other things. So I had to pull out the numbers to let people know just how badly this guy's actually doing. So, yeah, it's just one of them things, bro. I want the fight. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people want the fight. There's a lot of money to be made in the fight.
People, yeah, lots.
There's a lot of money to be made in the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? And if we do it the traditional way, where we sell tickets for the fight, there's a lot of money to be made. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where if he is who he says he is, then he will take the fight. And if he doesn't take the fight, it's because he's scared. There's no other reason.
But you've not fought in a while.
I haven't, bro. This guy's in the gym. He's been training all year, bro. Like, I haven't been. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm not injured. I'm in recovery, but I'm not injured. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I had physio this morning. I'm not injured at all. I'm just in recovery, but I'm not injured.
How long till you're fully back?
It depends. It depends on how my body decides to heal, and also it depends on the training that I'm doing and stuff like that, bro. Do you know what I mean? I eat well, I train well, so do you know what I mean? I should be back 100% in no time. But do you know what I mean? I'm past the difficult bit now. Do you know what I mean? I'm in a bit where I'm feeling good, but I haven't been in a boxing gym in about 5 years. The guy's been training all year, literally. And so I don't know why he doesn't want to take the fight, bro, because I'll be hella rusty and he'll be a lot more
sharper.
He'll be a lot more sharp. But the thing is, I only need 6 weeks to get in shape for him, to be honest, because I'm already fit, cardio fit anyway, because I train every day and I'm always in the gym. So, and physically, I'm just in better shape than him anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where I don't need a long time to get ready for him.
Okay. All right.
This is just what it is. So man.
Let's get into the red talk then, man.
Come on, G. Also, you lot, big up everyone that entered the raffle. The guys that won the raffle, one of them I've spoken to this morning. I spoke to Hamza this morning. The other two still need to get at me, bro. So you lot need to hit me up ASAP. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you hit me up within the next few days. If I don't hear from you lot by the end of the week, I'm putting them back on the raffle. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Hamza hit me up. He's on holiday at the moment in Thailand, and he messaged me on Instagram. So if you don't get back to me by the end of the week, that means that means you missed the raffle and you missed this show. And boy, if you're not keeping up with the content, bruv, then it's going back. It's going back out there to the public, people. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone inside. But yeah, what are you telling me, bro? United time.
I mean, Greenwood is might not go for the money that we want for him. Apparently, he might be going for a lot less, and we might be getting more. What's it called? Sell-on clause instead. Obviously, Sancho coming back today. Not sure what's actually going on with that. And then the Xerxes deal close, and it's not done yet. So no players as of yet that have left. Scott McTominay is another one. We're not selling yet. Nothing. I've not heard anything. So yeah, it's just wait until the Euros finish almost, isn't it? The players are back today. Majority of them, anyways, they're back today from the holidays for the first day back. And preseason commences, isn't it? That's all it is. I think it's time now for Man United to start, shifting some players off instead of bringing players in. I know that can take time, but let's start offloading some players in it so we can make some room for the new ones.
Oh, 100%. I completely agree with that. It will just be the problem is with Man United getting rid of players, though, as we know, because we have players on overinflated salaries. It's where do we find a team that will take our players on the salary that they're on? I don't know what salary Scott McTominay is on. I'm not sure, but how much is he on? He can't be on more
Last
than
time I
about
checked, he's on like the
60 odd.
same. It's a conflicting report. Some are saying he's on like 35, 45. Some are saying he might be on 65.
He'll
So
be on
he's
more than 30 odd because Kobe and Garnacho got new deals around 50. So he'll be on at least 50, you would think. He can't be on less than them.
I know he's below 100. He's definitely not above 100.
Yeah, he'll be around 50, 60K probably.
But for that amount of salary, he should be easily be able to sell on to like the likes of Fulham that he's been linked with or someone else. Yeah. But it's a shame. I don't really want to let go of Scott McTominay, but I understand that 35, 40 million is pure profit for him being an academy graduate, for the betterment of the squad and the bigger picture. So I hear that he might be the easiest player to sell, really and truly. So maybe Man United want to cash in a bit more than 35 million. But
we're not in the position. What Man United need to realize is we are not in the position, to be demanding crazy money for our players, because people know that we want to get rid of them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we just need to hit the reset button. That's what we need to do. So even if it means we take a loss on some of these players, bruv, we've been taking a loss for years. We've never sold well. So now is not the time to be high and mighty. Sometimes you just need to go backwards to go forwards, innit? And when you look at like the Mason, for instance, everyone knows that we want to move him on. So we're not in the strong end of the bargain. We're not, because people know that we don't want to keep him. So because of that, his value goes down straight away. You know what I mean?
100%.
So we have to accept 35 million for a player that we don't want and almost like we can't keep is a good enough amount of money. Just get a nice sell-on clause. And even so, even if it means we reduce how much we sell him for up front, even if it goes down to 30 million, but we get a good like 15%, 20% sell-on. So, bruv, we'll get the rest of our money in the sell-on because we know how good he is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? We know how good he is. We know he's a potential like 80 million, 90 million player. Like, we know that. So even if it means, we get a little 20% on the sell-on, then that's calm. That's what we need to do. But we need to move people on, bro. We need to make an example and get rid of certain players. Players like McTominay, I think we need to make an example and get rid of him, because Scott McTominay is kind of everything that we don't want this football team to be. Like, you know what I mean? I believe when you look at squads, in general, you're only as strong as your weakest link, bro. And McTominay is one of our weakest links, bro. So players like McTominay, players like Lindelof, like these are the men that we need to be moving on first, not our better players. There's talks of like, if there's a good offer for Rashford, if there's a good offer for Bruno and all that, that's nice. But get rid of guys like Lindelof, Maguire, McTominay. Get rid of them first. Do you know what I'm saying? Donny van der Beek, they're saying that we're going to move him on to Girona. Get rid of him. These are the kind of players. I don't want to hear about getting rid of Greenwood's, Sancho's, Rashford's, Bruno's, before we get rid of the Maguires, the Lindelofs, and the Scotts of this world. Like, get rid of them guys first.
I don't want to go into another season with Harry Maguire being on the squad. Even Luke Shaw, I'll be deadly honest. Like, these two players, I don't want to go into another season knowing they're still on our books. And injuries happen, suspensions happen. And these sorts of players, Maguire especially, they find a way to creep back into the starting 11 somehow. And then they have like a good, decent, semi-decent 5 games. And people are like, he's back and whatever. You know how fans can be. So that's something that I definitely want to avoid. I mean, I remember the time when Scott McTominay was the top scorer of Man United. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, so I hear the sentiment, because I have that sentiment myself, thinking that Scott is, for the money that we sell him on for, he might we might struggle to get a player of that quality who'd be able to sit on the bench and be a bench player.
Yeah, but
Because
I completely disagree, because if you look at someone like Scott McTominay, he's on 60k a year. We sell him for 35 million, bro. Only a few seasons ago, we could have got Caicedo for 2 million, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? With this new scouting system that we have out there, are you trying to tell me that we can't go and get a midfielder for less than 35 million? Yeah, that's the level of Scott. Of course we can. We can get a player for 5 million. That's the level of Scott McTominay if we do our jobs correctly. Because he's not a top quality player. We could have got what's his name from Luton, Ross Barkley. We could have got him for 5 million. That's what Aston Villa did. 5 mil is how much he's gonna go for. We could have got Ross for 5 million and had a 30 million profit on Scott and replaced him. So all of these things where we look at these players, Victor Lindelof again. Like Victor Lindelof, we paid 29 million for him at the time. Cool. He's pretty much paid his money back. We've won a couple trophies with Victor. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them things where you look at Victor Lindelof right now. Again, you should be able to replace Lindelof with a centre-back of his quality for not a lot of money, because he's not a world beater. I'd go as far as saying that you don't even need to replace Lindelof, bro. Like, we've got flipping Kambuala there. Give him some minutes. Because Lindelof's not good enough that we need to replace him.
I hear that. I definitely hear that. It's just Man United. I don't know why they're being slow with the exits. It's something it's just we don't have good relationship with clubs, and we've not been run properly for so long that we can't just ring up clubs and say, right, okay, look at how Liverpool got rid of their player to Brighton and then brought in players from Brighton. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have those sorts of relationship around the footballing world, and it's building that relationship again with clubs where we can move players on. That's what we struggle with so much. Other teams, they might not be winning, they might not be doing as well at times, but they still can move players on. That's the crucial point. I think most definitely I want to be shopping in the 15 million mark, 10 million mark. I don't want anyone above 50 million, man. I'm done with all of them hype players. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm really am. Social media just hypes up these players. I want the recruitment team to go and find the hidden gems from South America, from Africa. Do you know what I'm saying? And bring those players in, even from
I think that will
Asian
come.
market.
I think that will come in time, though. I think that this summer window is too soon to expect that, but next summer we can 100% expect that. That's what Vivell and the likes of the Ashworths and these guys, this is what they're here to do. Like Vivell, because he was recruiting for Red Bull, there's no reason why he can't be bringing us these kind of players, but it might take some time, and he knows the South American market pretty well as well. So this is one thing we haven't really exploited, even though I don't trust the South American market too much at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Because I think there's more misses than hits there, especially when it comes to them traveling to the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot of players here that are coming directly from South America to the Premier League that are doing anything. Usually they come to the Premier League via somewhere else in Europe first.
Yeah.
You know
They
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
Europe, somewhere in Europe first,
Because even when you think, even under Saleh Ferguson, for every one Chicharito there was, do you know what I'm saying? How many men did we actually buy from South America? Like, it was only him and Kleberson, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And Kleberson was a dud. So it's one of them ones. I think, no, Gabriel Ainse came from PSG, so we brought him from somewhere else in Europe first. Do you know what I mean? We don't really go South America and bring man straight to the Premier League. It's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. So I'm not really sure. I just think that this summer is all about balancing the books. There needs to be more outgoings than incomings, because this manager notoriously doesn't use a big squad anyway. And also, it's about getting out the players that we don't need and then bringing in players of quality. So when you look at the squad, if Casemiro leaves, then we replace Casemiro, no problem, because we'll get money for him, and his wages coming off the books will mean that we can afford another midfielder. Varane's replacement, direct replacement, will probably be De Ligt. And then if someone else leaves, then we get Braithwaite in as well. If we can get rid of Lindelof or Maguire, then we get Braithwaite in as well. And then you start looking at the Ugarte will. I don't think Ugarte is definitely a replacement for Casemiro. I think Ugarte comes in anyway because we still got what's his name, Amrabat, who will leave, and Christian Eriksen. Like, what are we doing with Christian Eriksen this season? Really, we should be getting rid of Eriksen and Amrabat because
They
Eriksen.
want to bring back Amrabat, don't they? They want to bring him back. Apparently, that's what
I
I'm
don't.
hearing.
I hope not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind Amrabat coming back if he's gonna play in the 6, and it means for sure that Casemiro's gone in it because we don't need Amrabat, Casemiro, and Ugarte. That don't make no sense. They don't make no sense, and it's one of them ones because last season we never saw Amrabat and Cas together. There's no point keeping them because you don't have a Casemiro on the money he's on the bench, and you don't buy Amrabat on a permanent to have him on the bench. For me, when I look at Amrabat, there's no resale value. Like what? He's over 25, isn't he? Yeah, he's over 25. There's no resale value. I'm assuming his wages won't be big. His overall fee, if he costs more than about 15 million, it's not worth it, blood. I'd rather gamble and go and bring in a young midfielder that we don't really know too much about. Like, do you know what I mean? Then fucking spend 15, 20 million on Amrabat, bro. Because as much as Amrabat did a job last season, he ain't good enough to. I wouldn't say he's done enough to earn a contract here. Would you?
Nah, 100% not. 100% not. I'm definitely in agreement that, you know, again, the latter stages of the season, he had a couple good performances, and people are like, yeah, you know, let's keep him based on that. He's not been given the chance, and the season was diabolical. So let's bring him back. There's quality there. I don't want to do that. We need to be making young permanent signings. Amrabat's 27 years old, and he's not gonna get, you know, he's not going to go up any more levels. Do you know what I'm saying? So why take that risk? Rather go and find the players around the 15, 10 million mark, young players, hidden gems, and bring them in. But that's if Man United is going to do that or not. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's it. I think that's more of a long-term approach. Yeah, Anderson came from Porto, guys. Forlan came from Independiente directly, and he was seen as a flop. Like, he's known for his goals against Liverpool. That's it. Forlan was a flop at Man United, even though he went on to do well in La Liga. So we don't do well from bringing in players directly from South America into the club. We just haven't. Chicharito is pretty much the only one that we can say, yeah, he came straight in and we more than got our money's worth from him. So do you get it? It's one of them ones. We're saying we don't need Ugarte, but Ugarte is our Fred replacement. We do need Ugarte because we should have never sold Fred in the first place. The lack of legs in the midfield since Fred has left has been notable. Like, you can't say that our midfield's not getting overran since we got rid of Fred. It is. It absolutely is. So
that energy, man.
We need that energy and tenacity in midfield. We absolutely do need that. We absolutely need that. And the De Silva brothers as well, yeah. As much as we loved them, yeah, they were underwhelming. They didn't really do nothing. What they left and went where? One went to QPR, the other one, I don't know. The other one's a pastor or something like that. I don't know what they did. They didn't do anything. Do you get it? So the South American signings at Manchester United have been underwhelming, to say the least. Ugarte, Xerxes, De Ligt, underwhelming. I completely and utterly disagree, with all of those things. Then it's not underwhelming at all. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's probably because they're not big name signings, so people think that they're underwhelming. But
yeah, but they're not small name signings either. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, De Ligt had a big reputation, yeah, and he hasn't lived up to it, yeah, but he wouldn't be the first player. Do you know what I mean? To not live up to his expectations. Xerxes, yeah, this is probably the first season he started to kind of make noise in the game, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That means this is a good time to get him, because if you leave him and he has another good season like last season, all of a sudden, yeah, the release clause ain't 34 million. All of a sudden, it's 80. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're paying more than you paid for Rasmus Højlund. If we paid 34 million for Højlund and he was performing the way he's performing right now, I'd be more liable to be a bit more patient with him. But for 72 million, he's not getting patience from me. And Ugarte, they're saying that Ugarte is only going to cost around 35 million or something like that. So you're telling me that for under 100 million, yeah, all in, we can get all three of these players. I'm good with that. Do you know, I'm very good with that. Like, I've seen enough of Ugarte for his national team to know that there's a player in there used correctly and Xerxes and Delete for combination 34 million release clause for Xerxes and 35 million for Delete maximum. And they're saying with the Xerxes thing as well, United are trying to arrange a way of, if they don't have to trigger the release clause, and they can pay a similar amount or maybe a little bit more over more time. So we pay less up front, which would be great for FFP. And Chelsea been doing that. Chelsea been going above the release clause. So if the release clause is 34, we might say, you know what, we'll give you 40, but we'll pay you over 5 years or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where, bro, if we can get all of these players for 100 million or under 100 million around that mark, you can't say it's underwhelming, bro. It strengthens our squad.
Decent young players, you know, they're not the
Bro,
worst
exactly.
players.
And they're all under 25.
They're not the biggest name players they're not the Frankie de Jong-esque big name players, but it definitely adds quality to the squad, whether you like it or not. That's just a fact. It adds quality to the squad. You need 100%. You need a player energetic like Fred in the midfield. Tick. You need someone to take the load off Rasmus Højlund. Tick. And you need a centre back, a right-footed centre back to partner Martinez. Tick. So. Yeah, you've already seen. The thing is, you've already seen seasons upon season with Maguire and Lindelof, and you don't fancy them in being in the club going forward. So that ticks the box. You don't want McTominay here. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be using McTominay in the middle of injury-ridden season or bare games going on during the week. You don't want to be doing that. And you don't want to be playing Rasmus Højlund week in, week out and getting to a point where you're having to play Rashford in the middle or Bruno as a false nine. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely makes sense, the 3 transfers, even though I might not be so sold on the player. But at this point, you have to be open to seeing what they can do if used correctly. You've got Rude, you've got Rene in the club now, who are here to add to the coaching staff and ideas. So you can only look at it in a positive way, really. You can only look at it in a way that we will be playing a little bit better with these 3 sorts of players coming in. I would still like a left back, but let's see.
I think Brantford comes in, and he comes in as a player that can cover as a left back, because we've still got Luke Shaw and we still got Malacia. So we have been linked with Reguilon. I've seen people are saying there's been Chilwell links today. We're not going to get Chilwell. We're not doing business with Chelsea, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would we give Chelsea money? Everyone's in a situation where, because of PSR and all these other things, teams need to kind of move players around. Why would we strengthen Chelsea by giving them more money after we overpaid for Mason Mount? And Chelsea are our rivals for top 4 this season. We ain't giving them no money. Like, don't believe that shit for a second. Do you know what I mean? So that's not going to happen. I see we got linked again with
Gallagher in United.
Hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't take no one from Chelsea, but I don't want to give Chelsea no money, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where I'm looking at it. I think Brantford can cover as a left back, and I think we still want him. Do you know what I mean? And I think that he'll end up coming to Manchester United. It might be late in the window because we might need to sell players first. But I think when the window shuts, he'll be here. I think him and De Ligt will be at Man United when the window shuts. But I think the Brantford thing is gonna drag out all the way.
Yeah, it's gonna cost a pretty penny. He's not gonna.
We'll end up paying about 60 mil for him, and we'll probably end up trying to pay it over a certain time period, and there'll be add-ons and all these other things. I think it's a deal that is not straightforward to make because Everton don't need the money anymore because they've sold other players. But I think it's a deal that we do make because he wants to play for us. And that's why I believe it will happen. So I believe he covers the left back. He covers the left back situation. So honestly, I'm not really too worried about that. But my thing is, Man United fans complained saying, like, before when we were just signing big names and it wasn't working out, they complained about that. But then they'll turn around and say certain signings are underwhelming, bro. Like, I don't want to be overwhelmed by signings, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool weren't overwhelmed when they signed fucking Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? When they signed Bobby Firmino, it wasn't a fucking overwhelming signing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about signing players that can play in a certain system, to elevate the team as a whole. It's not about signing individual names that are going to excite you, because let's face it, in modern football right now, there's not too many players out there that's available that you could sign that's really going to actually excite me, bro. Because on a whole, most of these players are they're all the same, mate. Do you know what I mean? Football's a system game now. It's not a game about individuals. A lot of the best individual footballers in the world, yeah, are failing right now because it's not about being a good individual. It's about where do you fit in this team. So this is the thing. Like with Ugarte, yeah, when PSG signed Ugarte, the same man that are saying that he's shit now are the same man that was saying, rah, he's a baller. They signed a baller because they saw a few highlights or a few fucking YouTube compilations. Now all of a sudden he's washed because he's not playing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Because
get you.
he's not playing at PSG, all of a sudden he's washed. But then, man, these are the same man that will say Enzo's washed, yeah, because he didn't do well under Pochettino. Enzo's not washed. He's a good footballer. It just so happens that he wasn't used in a way that got the best out of him. That doesn't mean that Enzo's a bad player overnight.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not. He's not a bad player. And
yeah.
this is the problem here with a lot of football fans now. If you have a couple bad games, you're a bad player, bro. Like that's not how
People,
football works.
people did that with James Garner. Don't forget when
Mm.
James Garner left Man United, they said, "Oh, he's not starting at Everton." And I was saying that's that doesn't make him a bad player. He's like, "Oh, if he's so good, why is he not starting?" Blah blah blah. I said that's not how you judge football. Just because a player is not starting, you have to judge it off when you actually see the player on the pitch.
And also, why are they
James
not
Garner's a
starting?
baller.
A lot of the time, they just don't fit the system. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
just things happen, innit? There's
look at
things
Xerxes
politics in club.
look at Xerxes for the Netherlands. He only got called up last minute. Yeah, he wasn't initially in the squad, but stylistically, he's very similar to Memphis Depay in terms of the positions he occupies, how he drops deep and stuff like that. And Memphis is a senior player, so you don't need two Memphises. Like when I was looking at England, I said, "What's the point in bringing Ollie Watkins and Ivan Toney? Yeah, with
Whilst
Harry
Harry Kane is
Kane."
also there, yeah.
There's no point. You might as well have left Watkins at home, yeah, and brought Rashford instead, because at least he gives you a different profile. He gives you a bit of pace or something like that. Ollie Watkins ain't technically better than Ivan Toney, and he's not good at dropping into pockets like Harry Kane. Like what he gives you, the channel running, you don't need that in international football. Like he's a Premier League transition player. You international football is not transition football. Most of the time, you're trying to break down a compact low block in international football, bro, because teams don't really play on the halfway line too tough in international football because they don't have enough time to drill that. So
Yeah.
it's one of them things where he was useless, and you've seen he's got no minutes so far. No minutes so far. So the reason why Xerxes did not go is because he's too close to Memphis, and Memphis is going to play every game. So what's the point in bringing him? That doesn't mean that he's not good. And that's what people say, oh, so-and-so, he doesn't play for this club or he doesn't play for his country or whatever. Bro, Ahmad wasn't playing for us. Does that mean he's not good?
Yeah. Blatant example. Blatant example. 100%.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make no sense, bro. Ahmad could not get a game, yeah, for Manchester United, but he's technically good enough to play for most teams in the league. So
there was the Reguilon talk as well. Sergio Reguilon talk as well. You know, trying to see if Man United can bring him
I'll
back.
take him back, but only if they force this manager to play him, because he didn't play him last time.
Yeah, when he had him, he didn't play him. When he could have played him, he didn't play him. And I think he definitely is a player that I wouldn't mind having in Manchester United, not even as a starting left back, but as a rotational player. Even he gives you a lot of energy. That guy runs up and down. He almost used Man United as a pivot for his career, because his career was rapidly going downhill. And the Man United call came, and he just came in Man United and just started, working hard, put his head down and just working hard, and you could clearly see that. I mean, a permanent contract, you give players a permanent contract and they start performing differently. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but left back is so pivotal, just alongside. I wouldn't even mind getting one centre back and one left back. I'll be deadly honest, because if Lindelof ends up staying, for example, he can play right back and Diallo can play left back. So we can cover some games like that. But I would need a permanent left back, man. I'm just can't be going in another season with Luke Shaw, and it's such a scam because you can't even sell him because he's not played the whole season.
He's on too much money, bro. He's on nearly 200k.
The only running he's done is celebrating with England squad when they score, and he's running to go and celebrate with the players, bro. It just can't sell him, and it's another season he's gonna play, or he's gonna be on the books where we're gonna struggle for left back, and the left back position is so crucial as well, because that's the player, the manager, the way he plays, he expects the left back to go forward. You know what I'm saying? And because we're not playing with proper fullbacks at times, we're not getting crosses in the box. We're just taking out one aspect of our game straight away because we don't have a proper left back. At least Reguilon was trying to cross the ball, run up and cross the ball. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%. And these people saying Reguilon can't defend. That's what you lot said about Diallo as well. Now you all look like idiots. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. I told man Diallo was a player from the very, very beginning. The man was like, oh yeah, but he can't defend, bro. And that just became the thing. He can't defend. He can't defend. Like,
yeah.
Nonsense.
Just because
He
you're
can
seeing
defend.
Wan-Bissaka slide and Diallo not slide, that doesn't mean Diallo can't defend.
But this is what I'm trying to say. And if you're better going forward than defending, that doesn't mean that you can't defend, because most modern fullbacks are better going forward than they are defensively. The game's changed. Yeah.
Just look
the
at
game's
Frimpong,
changed completely, bro. The game has changed, bro. Do you know what I mean? Defending is more about positioning now than it's ever been, because football's about structure now. Before, when it was more isolated, when it was about being a better overall player, that could have been a conversation. 1v1 defending. That's why Wan-Bissaka is more of a throwback defender. He's good in these 1v1 duels. But bro, like in a game, you're not in too many 1v1 duels, if your system is constructed properly. That's why before, when Trent was playing at right back, he wasn't getting exposed so much. It's only when he stopped having the security of having Fabinho and Henderson sitting in front and filling in the gaps that he left. That's when he started to get found out. That's all it is. You can definitely set up a team to make up for the fact that maybe your left back's better going forward than defending. But we can't just be looking at modern fullbacks and saying, right, they can't defend.
You listen, people don't rate Frimpong because they think, oh, he's not going to be able to defend the far post and stuff like that, bro. Like, that's not how the football should be looked at, because how can Liverpool play with Trent? And Trent is probably the number one fullback in the Premier League that people would say he just can't defend. He snoozes in the box and blah blah blah. But bro, look at what he adds to the team, and Liverpool are clearly a better side than us. Do you know what I'm saying? They're clearly a better side than us. So it comes down to how the manager hides the team's weaknesses and enhances the team's strengths, isn't it? That's what it is. Frimpong is not a tall fullback, but how is he getting goals and assists and stuff like that? How is he doing it? It's because the manager is playing a type of football that enhances his strengths, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the system, bro. It's the system in playing at wing back. So, man saying we can get better than Reguilon. Yeah, we can get better than Reguilon. But again, how much are they gonna cost? Do you know what I'm saying? Reguilon's a player that's not going to be expensive. He's also already played. He's already played for the club. Do you know what I'm saying? He's only spoken highly of the club, and if he does come in, it's instant acclimatization, bro, because he's got people.
Good attitude as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Good attitude, keeps his head down. That's the type of players you really want as a squad rotational player as well. I'm expecting a full season from Malacia. I'm expecting a full season, man.
Yeah, but we can't even expect that because he's had a couple knee injuries. Yeah, we don't even know how he's going to recover from this. And this is what I'm saying about having, like you said, about a squad rotational player. Someone like a Reguilon, bro, like, again, he's another player. He was a highly rated player, yeah. Then he ends up going to Tottenham, yeah. And because he didn't set the world alight at Tottenham, all of a sudden he's a bad player. Brother, do you know what I'm saying? Like, how does he just become a bad player? Because it didn't work out. It didn't work out at Tottenham.
That one club,
Like, to me, that don't make sense, bro. Do you know what I mean? This brother come through the youth team at Real Madrid, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's a reason why he was at Real Madrid. Like, there's a football player there. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's like, what do you expect him to be? What? Because
I don't want to be in a position. I don't want to be in a position where we end up.
So man said
where we end up. I don't want to be in a position. That's definitely true that you don't just become a bad player overnight, and because you're having a bad moment in a club, that you're a bad player. That's not the case, man. Because, bro, one of our worst players, as per people, just played the Champions League final. So you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole world, everybody knows. bro, Jadon Sancho took the fullbacks back to the cages of London, bro. Like he peppered the fullbacks, and Dortmund used him in a way where they weren't playing him in certain games because they were saving him for the Champions League game.
Mm.
They were literally they used him. They treated him like they're one of the most important players in the squad. They were saving him for the big games. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah.
just happen. Modric is another one as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Modric left Spurs, bro, and then ended up winning how many trophies at what age as well? You just because players don't work out in one club doesn't mean they're done players. Just as much as just because a player is doing so well in one club that he's gonna come and do amazing in Man United, bro.
Doesn't
That's
mean
not
it.
the case. It's all comes down to what the manager, what the coaching staff make out of the player. You know what I'm saying? Rashford went from absolutely peppering goals in 30 GA season to absolutely nada. He goes from 0 to 100 and then back to 0. So
Facts.
we know that there's a player in Marcus Rashford. There's external factors involved that need to be in place for him to be scoring goals and stuff. It's just we're too reliant on one or the other. Do you know what I'm saying? One moment we're relying on Garnacho, one moment we're relying on Ahmad to be our saving grace. We can't be working. 1 minute we're relying on Casemiro, 1 minute we're relying on McTominay. We can't be playing like that. It needs to
Yeah,
be
but the reason why we're
a
relying
system.
on individual players, like you said, is because there's a lack of a clear, concise system, and also
Yeah.
the manager's inability to communicate coherently what kind of football he wants is the reason why he didn't deserve to stay at the club. Obviously, he's been given a contract extension. He hasn't been given a new contract, which means that this is only a short-term fix. He'll be gone soon anyway. So it's one of them things where they're going to want their own manager in. They're going to want their own terms on the contract agreement because this contract is the same one that was written up for him before they came in. They're not going to like that. The new owners are not going to like the fact that he's on an old contract that they didn't draw up. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's going to need to be adjusted at some point. They'll just be waiting for things to go slightly pear-shaped and then they'll get rid of him. So long term, I don't really see a problem. But I think that Ruud van Nistelrooy has been brought in for his communication. And I watched a few tactical videos of Van Nistelrooy, and he speaks English very, very well. Obviously, he played for Manchester United, but his grasp of the English language is 100 times better than Ten Hag's. Do you know what I mean? And I know that a lot of the Dutch speak English anyway. However, Ten Hag's English is so bad, it's actually hard to believe that he's Dutch. Because I've been to the Netherlands multiple times and I haven't met any Dutch people that don't speak English.
Speak English, yeah.
I haven't met any. Do you know what I'm saying? And his English, he speaks English like them Spanish Donnies that you meet that just come over and they don't speak no English. You know them rural Spain Donnies. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't speak like a brother that's from the Netherlands, bro. He don't.
Bringing in Ruud is a huge positive. He's a huge positive, man. He can not only speak in English, but he's clearly, he knows what Manchester United is about. Do you know what I'm saying? He understands the club better than anyone. And you just have to look at what he's done with PSV. You know what I'm saying? With the players that he had there. So 100% is a positive. And then Rene Hack as well. I'm interested to see what he can add to the team. I really am. I don't exactly know what position he's gonna play. I don't understand what position even Ruud is gonna play. I still want to know what's going on because too many cooks spoil the broth. That's the thing. That's just the one thing I'm kind of sat back about because you have Van der Gaag there. Benny McCarthy is gonna go. I don't want Ruud to just be a striker coach. I think he's better than that.
He's not a striker coach.
You know what I'm saying? He's better than
him
that.
and Rene are gonna be assistants to the manager. And if anything, Ruud van Nistelrooy is probably going to be the Maresca or the Arteta to Pep Guardiola because of his communication skills, because of how good he speaks English, because of the fact he's an ex-Man United player as well. That Rene guy looks like a bit of a psychopath, I'll be honest. Everything that I've seen, I've never seen this guy speaking normally. Every video is of him shouting. It could just be a coincidence that people are just posting those videos, but he just looks like a hothead. I don't know what he's supposed to
yeah.
I don't know what he's supposed to bring. I can only assume that the owners have said to the manager, "Yo, we're getting rid of your backroom stuff and we're bringing in our own people." And he probably said, "All right, cool. Can I get one of my guys in as a compromise?" And they said, "All right, cool. You can have this Rene done because you've asked for him." But I believe Van Nistelrooy is an Ineos appointment and it's not a Ten Hag appointment, because Van Nistelrooy is a coach in his own right. And knowing Van Nistelrooy's personality as a player,
Mm.
I can't believe as a manager that this brother, that Ten Hag, would ask for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen any previous relationship between the two. I haven't seen it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And Ruud Van Nistelrooy, just bro, like he's a hot-headed guy as well. He used to get into bare fuckeries as a player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Ruud was nasty, bro. Ruud used to stamp on people. Like people used to just think of Ruud Van Nistelrooy as a goal scorer, and that. The reason why he had the big passer with Arsenal, everyone remembers the Keown stuff, is because Ruud's nasty, bruv. Ruud stamps on people. Do you know what I mean? Ruud puts himself about like he's a proper bastard, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And he's got into altercations with players at Man United while he was a player. So, like, I can't see Ruud Van Nistelrooy being a sideman in this. Do you know what I'm saying? He's probably coming with his own ambitions
Yeah, 100.
to coach this club, innit? Do you know what I'm
You just have
saying?
to.
And
You just
I
have
wouldn't be
to.
surprised.
You just have to add 2+2, man. They gave him a year extension. They didn't give him a new contract.
Yeah.
They brought in, mm, eh, you know, ex-managers of football clubs to be
Mhm.
backroom staff. It's almost like they'll be using Ruud to kind of report back on Ten Hag. Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
think so. He's gonna be the
Kind of
spy,
like,
innit?
yeah, it's like an inside spy, man.
Yeah.
They've got like their own inside spy, someone that they clearly trust, a young up and coming manager, and they've now bringing in their own players. They just sorting the mess out themselves bit by bit. That's what they're doing, and they don't want a manager. Clearly, Ineos don't want a manager that says, "Oh, I'm only gonna sign for Man United if you let me bring 5, 6 other guys with me, like my team." Nah, that's not the case. We've got our own backroom staff. We trust them. We believe them. And we want a coach just to come and add the final piece to the puzzle. And if you can't do that, then that's what it is. He's still got the veto power, or some sort of veto power, anyways, in a collaborative manner. And I'm excited to see how the signings, work out. And more than anything, you can make the best. Let's say you get the best of the best players. Yeah. At the end of the day, it comes down to how you manage the changing room, how the players resonate with you in the changing room. Because there will be games that Man United should win and they lose. There will be games that Man United win, but the win is not going to be convincing. It's not going to, and there'll be games where Man United are going to draw.
I
We have
think
this
that's why Ruud
tendency.
is there. I think Ruud is there to manage that. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I think that's what he's there for.
we have this tendency, Rants, where one loss or couple bad patches is just PTSD FC. Do you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We just start spiraling down, heads go down. One injury comes and people are like, "Oh, the world is over, everything's finished, season's done." So that's why I think Rude and Rene will be able to kind of steady the ship. I presume Rude is gonna have that colder, softer approach to the players, and Rene is gonna give them the
Yeah.
tough love when they need it. So I think that's the direction that they're going in. Even if Eric Ten Hag goes, I'm gonna be very happy with Rene and Rude staying in the club, 100%. 100%. I'm
If
happy with
Rene stays, bro, I think that when Ten Hag leaves, I think Rene leaves. I think Ruud stays. I think Ruud stays at the club anyway. Do you know what I mean? It seems like Ineos are probably going to want to keep a piece of Man United at Man United, innit? So keeping Ruud there, I just think that it works, innit? Do
Well,
you know what I
Rude is
mean?
the only ex-Man United player that has done well as a manager.
He is, and that's
Only one.
that is because he's Dutch and he comes from there. You know them ones there. All of these British Man United players have been awful. They've all been rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like we have to keep it a buck. They've been shit. So if you
100%.
look, I think Zidane was at Real Madrid with Jose and Carlo as an assistant. Do you know what I mean? Before he got the job himself. So do you know what I mean? I don't see nothing wrong with keeping Ruud van Nistelrooy at the club. and then him being interim at some point, and then we get in another manager, and he stays and he studies under the next manager, and maybe even the next manager, with a thought of giving him the job in maybe 5 years. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to throw him in right now. There's no reason to throw him in right now.
In the contract, look, it's a year extension, so in a year's time, it probably makes it easier to filter him out. It's like they're filtering out bit by bit. They're parting ways with Benny McCarthy now. Don't know what they're gonna do with Van der Gaag, and I don't think there's any. And Steve McLaren probably stays. Do you know? They're
saying Van der Gaag wants to go back into coaching himself. They're saying that he wants a upgrade.
So you look at it like that. They're just moving people on bit by bit, and they kind of just isolating Ten Hag, where let's see what you're really about, innit? Let's see if you can really coach yourself. Because we got our own people that are going to report back to us about you and what you're doing. And if they disagree, listen, if Wilcox can go to Ten Hag and say, listen, change up the system, bruv, we're not with it. We're not with it.
Yeah.
Whatever you got, whatever you drew up on the drawing board and the magnets, move that shit, bruv. We're not with it. Change it up. And if Wilcox can do that, or if Wilcox feels the need to, if a higher staff member is coming down to the manager and saying, yo, change up the system, that's a big disrespect. That's like, whatever you're doing is not working. It's like, we don't believe that. And the reason why we're telling you to change it is because it is not going to work.
Facts.
It is not going to. For the fact that Wilcox had that thought in his brain and then decided to even tell the manager, like, yo, you're gonna end up costing us the FA Cup, bro. Change it up, bro. Whatever you got thinking in your brain, this genius formula, change it, because you're gonna cost us the FA Cup. For them to be able to do that, it speaks volumes, man. They don't trust him, 100%. You might, if you're a big Eric Ten Hag fan and that's what you want to believe, feel free. But like I said, 2 + 2, bro. 2 + 2. I don't remember these things happening in clubs that are doing successful things. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. They're not moving like people that trust this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not moving like people that trust this guy. And the thing is, yeah, people just need to read between the lines, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, this comment is spot on. Like, Rude was linked with the Burnley job, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, he's turned down a head coach job, yeah, to be assistant. Do you not think that there's some sort of guarantee that he's gonna at least be given a pathway for the opportunity to manage Man United? Why would he take it? Because it's not for the money. It's not for the money, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to pay him an obscene amount. We're probably not going to pay him more than he would have got paid to be the actual head coach.
Yeah, head coach money is obviously more.
Yeah, so he's taking less money. So there has to be some career progression or some sort, or even if they haven't said it to him, they've maybe left the door open to that. It shows that he's got ambitions. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because why would he come through to do that? Do you know what 100%. I'm saying? Why would he come through to do that? So the way I'm looking at it with this Ten Hag thing, the way he went out on TV and said, basically, let's see if I can agree a new deal. It's going to be very difficult. Those were his words. He said it's going to be very difficult because he's basically like, I want X, they want Y. And he's not. And then instead, the fact that he hasn't signed a new deal and they extended the current one tells you that they couldn't come to an agreement. So that means there's still a disconnect somewhere. There's still, you know what I mean? It's not settled, bro. This is not over.
100%.
It's not over.
100%.
You know,
a lot of the good thing is a lot of Ten Hag fanboys are coming out and saying, we need Eric to finish this position, his 3rd season. He's getting the staff members. He's gonna get some players. I like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Set your expectation now because what's his name? Ratcliffe, Wilcox, the board, before a season starts, just before the season starts, every single club in football, that's how football works, from grassroots to top level, they sit down with the manager and they set out expectations. They say, this is the minimum you must achieve this season based on everything that's happened, based on everything we've offered you. And this is the maximum we think you can achieve. And in somewhere in between, we will then see at the end of the season where you land. But there's always a bare minimum, bro. Bare minimum. You don't change your bare minimum, yeah, during the season. Once it's set, it's set. We've given you the tools. We've given you everything. Go and do your job. Let's see. We've done our part. You go and do your job. At the end of the season, we'll reflect back. And if you're going too much to the left, we just have to call it off. And that's what's probably happening. Every club sets straight up expectations at the start. And that's what it needs to happen with Ten Hag. I want the fans more than anything to set their expectations. I don't want fans to go into, oh, I'm open to seeing what happens. Why? Why should you be open? You've seen year one, there's data there. Year two, there's data there. So year three now, he's getting way more support than ever, actually. Way more support.
So that means the expectation needs to be higher than the first season, bro.
We've even deleted all the mistakes. We're actually just looking at the positives. So let's go and see what you can do in year three. I'm not saying he has to win the Premier League. But
but he needs to do better than he did in the first season.
100%.
So he has to do better than third. He needs to do better than third in the League Cup. That means he should be, bruv. He has to do third in a Europa League and a League Cup or something. That's the only thing I can see him keeping the job.
If Mourinho can tackle the Europa League and get us into Champions League, bro, while securing a piece of silverware, the one that we hadn't won as well, don't forget, Europa was the only one
at the time. Yeah, that completely set.
Mourinho decided, and he didn't even finish that low as Ten Hag.
No.
Even with that, he didn't. Even with the demonic football, the outdated football, Mourinho's finished, players and losing the dressing room, everything. He still didn't finish as low. Don't forget, and he still won the Europa League. Do you know what I'm saying? And got us into that Champions League because he knew Manchester United told me I must get this team into the Champions League. I have two routes: League or Europa. Let me go. He actually picked the hardest one.
He picked the Europa one when it got to the point where we were in the knockout phases, and I think we got to the quarters, and he was like, "Fuck it, all right, cool. We need to focus on this now." But before, he was weighing up his options, and that's kind of what you got to do. But he knew what the objective was.
The mastermind. He won the Europa, got us a silverware. His CV says he won a big European trophy, and then got us into the Champions League. He took the harder route. Literally took the harder route. You know what I'm saying? But this manager, listen, he has to live up. No, the expectation can't be different for him. He has to win the Europa League, bro. With the squad, with the players, with the staff that he has, with the support that he's been given from the fans, he has to win the Europa League. Goal difference, bro. This is I don't even understand how to say it in English, bro. Goal difference, like it's beyond embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that rival fans, some of the rival fans aren't smart enough to cuss us out for our goal difference, bro. They just say, "Oh, what position you finished, bro?" Goal.
Yeah. Trust me, it's way worse than it looks at on the surface level. Do you know what I mean?
My God, bro,
it's way worse than that.
Man had Diallo rotting in bench.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Bro, but this is why I don't think it ends well, because people at the club are big fans of Ahmad. Do you know what I'm saying? Ahmad's been out on 2 loans now. Like, there's absolutely he's been out on a couple loans. This is the time where you need to give him some game time now. The guys rate him. He's in the last year of his contract, so Wilcox and these guys are gonna push for him to play. The manager clearly doesn't rate him. Do you know what I mean? Clearly doesn't. Forget what the manager says, it's what he does. Because the manager's been saying, "Oh, he's been training really well, this, that, and the other." Like, even when he scored that goal against Liverpool, he's suspended for 1 game. And after that game, he didn't put him straight back in the team. He didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ahmad is not favored by this manager. So it's one of them things where the club think one thing, the manager thinks another thing. Ahmad needs to get minutes. If he doesn't get minutes, we end up losing one of our best players. And guess what? We lose him for less than what we bought him for, because we bought him for a fee that was rising up to 40 odd million. We haven't turned him into a 40 million pound player. So as it stands, Ahmad leaves for less than we paid for him, unless we give him game time, and then he will stay.
And I promise you, Diallo's the type of player, yeah, that will go to the likes of La Liga or something and
I'm ball out, bro.
absolutely cause massacre.
Bro, look what Ademola Lookman done, yeah, in the Europa League fight, the Conference League final for Atalanta, or Europa League final, yeah. He's better than Lookman, bro. And Lookman bagged the hattie, bro. And Lookman's a good player, but he's not Ahmad. Do you see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Even the Sancho situation, yeah, he could have waited until the end of the season and then crashed it on him, and then, you know what I'm saying, done the madness on him. Decided to do all of that malarkey middle of the season and cause such a big fuss. He clearly doesn't have the ability. You know, one thing I've noticed, yeah, he doesn't have the ability to bite his teeth. Listen to what I'm saying. You know, as a manager of a football club, yeah, you have to be able to bite your teeth during the season, because the team is even more important than you as a manager, because you have to keep the team unity, man. You have
but it's his ego, bro. Like, this is the problem with Ten Hag. It's his ego, fam. He's so quick to throw players under the bus, bro. He's thrown multiple players under the bus this season, you know. Do you know what I mean? Like, the guy has fallen out with loads of players and thrown players under the bus.
Not just players,
even the Garnacho situation, yeah, where Garnacho fucked up, yeah.
Yeah.
He did fuck up, yeah. But you don't come out, yeah. You do not come out as a manager and say what he said. He kind of just indirected, man, like, yo, certain man played shit today, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you don't do that. You know, like that. Like, it's either you talk about the team as a collective and say, yo, we weren't good enough, or you as the manager say, you know what, I made a few mistakes or whatever, and you take it. You do not highlight individual performances after you lose a game. Like, you do not do that. Even if that's how you feel, yeah, you just don't do it, bro.
Considering these are the same players that have been giving you individual goals, bro. Mad overhead kick, fucking goal from outside the box, mad individual goals, bro. And yet you're the one crashing it. You're going in on the medical stuff. Stuff that you even part of it that you brought in under your tenure, you brought in from Arsenal. You're going in on the medical stuff. You're going in on the same people that you've constantly told to go take flights to Spain for Frankie de Jong. Go drink your margaritas, go drink your cocktails, and bring me Frankie de Jong.
Yeah,
literally, they Murto and Arnold put a blindfold and literally did what
Ten Hag.
Eric told them to do. Any player that Eric pointed at, Murto and Arnold went to talk. Rabiot.
But bro, I'm glad we didn't get De Jong, bro, because De Jong was on like 700k a week, yeah. And as much as he's a good footballer, he'll never be worth that. Do you know what I'm saying? He'll never be worth that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't care, bro. Like, I don't know a single Barcelona fan that's saying that De Jong's their best player. For 700 fucking grand a week, he better be. You know, like that. Like, the guy's on some fucking fraudulent money, bro. And I think the reason why he's on so much money is because they owe him money, because they didn't pay him. Like, he took a pay cut in it for like a few years, and they said that they were going to pay him backwards because bro, they even owe PK money still. Do you know what I mean? Like, Barca, bro, they're broke, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones where he said it was sanctioned by Laporta. So it's legit. Like, this is what I mean.
A good comment, you know. This one here, this super chat here is a really interesting comment, because I've been thinking it. I just not been saying it, bro. When Luke Shaw's in United, bro, bare leaks. When all of a sudden, yeah, how mad is
even
it?
The England camps had loads of leaks, bro. You know,
bro, like lineups getting leaked like 2 days before, or squads getting leaked 2 days before. Injuries, the issues in the chain, whatever is getting leaked out of England, bro, straight away. I'm like, how,
bro?
Why?
The thing is, you see the Luke Shaw thing, yeah. Like, people, you know what it is with the Luke Shaw situation. Loads of people think that I have a personal problem with Luke Shaw, yeah, because I was I was the first person, yeah, with a sizable platform to call this guy out a long time ago, and people had loads of the suspicions as to why they thought that I just didn't like the guy or whatever. But you know what it is, yeah? Similar to like the Jude Bellingham situation and some other players, bro. Luke Shaw is the symptom, bro. Is the symptom of all the things that are wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a symptom of it. Because when you look at Luke Shaw, yeah, when you look at Luke Shaw, you know, when we talk about failed wonder kids, Luke Shaw cost 30 million great British pounds, yeah, over a decade ago, you know. That was a lot of money. He was the most
10
expensive.
years ago, 30 mil would have been like 60 mil in today's money.
More than that. Do you know what I'm saying? He was the most expensive British fullback ever, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He was the most expensive teenager also. He cost more than Wayne Rooney. So he was the most expensive teenager. He was supposed to be England's starting left back, untouchable, like for the next decade. The guy hasn't had one good season for Man United start to finish. Not
They used
one.
to say
You
he's
know?
gonna be future captain and whatnot. I
Come
remember.
on, bro. He hasn't had one. He hasn't had one good season. And then on top of that, yeah, the geezer is not a model professional. He don't look after himself. And he talks too much. Who wants an interview from Luke Shaw now in 2024, bro? Talking about the manager. This is the same geezer that before he hopped on the plane, yeah, to go and play, yeah, for England, was blaming the club and blaming the manager for rushing him back and forcing him to play games when he wasn't fit. And now he's coming out pretending that he's happy for the manager, bro. He wanted the manager sacked. Why are we pretending? Like, if you had a good relationship with the manager, what good is it coming out and saying that he forced you to play games? Like,
Facts.
what are we doing? What are we doing here, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, man are stupid. Like, this guy is the poster boy for failing upwards, bro. He gets worse every season and he gets more money. Like, brother, when he got a new deal, yeah, he was playing shit, bro. It's not like he played really well for the new contract. Like, Luke Shaw's best season was under Louis van Gaal, the season he broke his leg. Him and Memphis Depay. That was the best Luke Shaw we've seen. Memphis and Luke Shaw down the left-hand side. That was the best Luke Shaw we've seen, you know. That was 2015 or something like that, bro. How is the best Luke Shaw we've seen, yeah, 9 years ago, bruv? Bro, what? And he's on 190 bags.
He's due a testimony, innit?
Bro, get this guy out of it. Even if it means that we pay him to leave. Because there's no danger of him going anywhere and being good because he can't last. Do you know what I'm saying? He can't last. When they're talking about Varane and all these people, have the same energy for Luke Shaw. Why do you want Varane out, but you don't want Shaw out? Shaw's on 190. Brother, we can get a fullback that's put him on 40 bags. He'll be better than Luke Shaw. 40 grand a week. And he's on 190. Bro,
Look at that Brighton left back. Look at Brighton's left back.
Bruv, Brighton and fucking the Bournemouth left back as well. Kirk has we been linked with. Brother, the whole thing is mad. The thing is mad, bro. And the thing is, in the modern game, yeah, you ain't even got to be a world beater to be a decent fullback.
You don't. Look at Freeland Mendy, bro.
Bro, I've seen him a top player though.
Bro, I've seen him live, yeah. Bro, he's just shanking the ball. He's actually just shanking them. Bro, I've seen him live, yeah. Bro, he's just shanking the ball, mad places. But he's not a world-class left back. I've seen of him live a couple times, yeah. He's not a world-class left back. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty, he knows how to defend. Yeah. Look at Nuno Mendes, another one, yeah. Going forward, really good. In the Euros, he's not been really, really good. This Euros, he's not been really good.
I think he looks all right, though. Do you know what I'm saying? He looks technical.
He was one of my players that I was like, I would love him at Man United. It's just Euros, he's been underwhelming. But you look at all of these left backs, yeah. At least the most consistent thing is, bro, they're available, they play, they stay fit, they're sharp, they're good on the ball, or they're good at something, bro. Luke Shaw, he's got to the point, yeah, where the only thing that's left of him that I can really say that he's really good at is his first touch, bro. That's it.
Listen, on the ball, Luke Shaw is very good.
And he can cross the ball. Like,
on the ball, he's very good. Like, first touch, like short passing. Do you know what I'm saying? He's confident on the ball. But the problem is, yeah, as a fullback, your most important attributes are off the ball. You know that? You got to be able to get up and down
quick.
And you've also got to be able to recover. You've got to be agile to turn. Like all the things that he doesn't have. That's why he needs to just play centre back, bro. He's not a modern fullback. He's not mobile, bro. And then you seen him in that England kit, and he looked like a fucking jacket potato, bro. Like, brother, he's out of shape. He's out of shape, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. How's this brother in worse shape than me, bruv? I don't get paid to be in shape. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't get paid to be in shape, bro. Like, man goes gym and I eat the way I eat, yeah, for my mental health and my physical health, bro. This brother is making, yeah, close to £1 million a week. And
yes, you mean a month? You mean
a month? Sorry, yeah, a month. And he's built like Homer Simpson.
You know, one of the maddest stat, and I hate to do this, yeah. I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, bro. But why is he always injured when COD comes out?
Brother, I'll be
Not
real.
once, not twice. Ain't it been more than that? I like the chat will know. The chat will smart,
but
man.
bro, what you gotta understand is, yeah, what you need to understand is, yeah, reducing your mass will help a lot with injuries. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially joint injuries, your knees and your ankles and all these things. If you weighed less, half of your problems would go away.
Will disappear. Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is another reason why I'm cutting weight, because I've had 2 knee surgeries in the last 12 months. And now my joint is actually recovering and everything like that. The smartest thing to do is just make sure I got less weight running through them and more muscle. That's it. Like, why is man running around? Why is man running around here and it looks like my man's wearing an extra small t-shirt, bro? And it's not extra small, fam. It looks like man's wearing a kiddie's top, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, man's wearing his socks down there because he can't pull them up, bro, because they don't fit. You know, them ones there, like, bro, man is out of shape. Like, it's not making no sense. The thing is not making no sense whatsoever. The brother is out of shape, innit? And the thing is, everyone's got so much sympathy for him being out of shape and overweight. But then people are so quickly to make jokes, say, oh, Sancho looks overweight. When it's just the angle of the picture. And Casemiro looks overweight, but it's just the angle of the picture. But then Luke Shaw's running on the pitch, bruv, and he's dragging his ass. He's dragging his ass behind him, bro, like a caravan, bro. And no one's talking about it.
Rants, if you can bring this onto the stream, please. I've sent you the link. This, yeah, cannot be, bro. This I've sent you on the private chat. This can't be an athlete, bro. I've just done 2 holidays with a professional athlete, my best friend, who currently plays in the football league. Bro, these lot are running even on holiday and blasting 25k a week. They have to record it on Strava, right? On their watch and whatever. They have to record it on Strava. You can't get away, bro. 25k a week in a certain time. Bro, this guy is not an athlete, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Look at this.
1 second, I wrote reloader. That is crazy, bro.
This is not serious, bro.
Bruv, look, but this is what I'm trying to say, my brother. Look at that.
This is not serious.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. And that is, and you know what the beauty of the Luke Shaw thing is, yeah? Every single year, it's like this bro goes on a crash diet, yeah, takes a picture with his top off, and then he's back to where he was, bro. He can't even maintain the weight loss, bro. You know them ones. Remember when he was on crutches the last time and he took a picture, yeah, with some dodgy lighting where you could see like faint abs and that. And then it's like, bro, it don't last, bro. This bro don't control his weight, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't control his weight. The guy's one of the poster boys of the club, yeah, but he's never doing the kit launches because man don't look good in the kits. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly what it is, bro. It's not making sense, bro. Like, the brother's not even 30 years old. And the thing is, yeah, everyone's got so much sympathy for him. So much sympathy for him, yeah, but they don't have sympathy for other players, bro. This is what kills me. His ability is not good enough here for the amount of chances he's been given.
Serious.
It's not. And I don't believe, and there's a single footballer in the world, that is good enough to withstand the amount of chances that he's been given, bro. Because everyone lost patience with Martial a long time ago. Martial's 10 times the footballer than Luke Shaw will ever be. Do you get it? So
this is facts, bro. Seen this
yo,
thread,
big
yeah.
up my man for the super fat chat. I've seen the thread as well. It's
Bro,
crazy.
it's mad. Every time COD comes out, yeah, he's disappeared.
Mm.
How mad is that? That's just weird, bro. That's like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that's just weird, bro.
Mm.
I can't lie, that's weird, bro.
Bro, and people are still putting him in 24, 25 starting lineup. And this is why, like you said, we need to get him out the club, because while he's here, it's a problem. He shouldn't even, there shouldn't be any possibility of us selecting him, because he shouldn't be here. But the problem is he's on 190, bro. He's on 190, so we can't even get rid of him, bro. This is what it is. They've already lost patience with Jadon Sancho, someone that's proven at Dortmund that he can perform at a high level before we signed him, and also straight after we let him go on loan, even given the fact he hadn't played for 6 months. And he still went and put in one of the Champions League performances of the season, yeah. But you've got hope for Luke Shaw. What has Luke Shaw done for Man United? You know, when people say, "Oh, Sancho's done nothing for Man United," what's Luke Shaw done for Man United? Nothing. He's done nothing for Man United, bro. So what are we talking about? He ain't done any more than Jadon has. Why are we pretending like Luke Shaw has been a player that we've relied on at this club? At what point? He's been injured the whole time he's been here. What has he done where he deserves 10 years, but Sancho can be written off after 2?
Yeah, it's mad if you go and check on average how many games he plays a season. It's actually mad. How many games he plays in a season. It's mad, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's an absolute fucking joke, bro.
I don't know how Man United has ended up keeping him for this 10 years, 10 years, bro. It's crazy.
But bro, this is what I mean. They need to keep the same energy. And like my man said, they never had the same energy for Lukaku that they had for Rasmus. They didn't say, "Oh, give
this
Rasmus." They didn't say give Lukaku more time. Lukaku was proven at Everton and West Brom, scored goals everywhere he's been. And then you've got someone like Rasmus that ain't scored goals anywhere.
Yeah.
At Man United, this was the first time he scored double figures, in men's football, and even then it was 10, right on 10. Do you know what I'm saying? And these men are saying, "Oh, there's a player in there." Fuck me. You know what I mean? Like, but with Lukaku, he was a scrub. Even though the guy, Lukaku's already got 100 Premier League goals.
And the way this fan base absolutely killed Paul Pogba, man.
Bro, but this is what I mean.
Paul, man.
These men hate, footballers. They hate them. They hate good footballers, bro. Do you know what I mean? They just like, you know what I noticed about Man United fans? They just love a good storyline, innit?
Yeah.
You know them ones. This is what it is, bro. It's like Coronation Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's come through the youth academy, didn't cost us nothing, all of this. Bro, they love a fucking storyline, bro. Listen, we get the shittest player out the academy, and if we sell them a great storyline, Man United fans will suck it up, bro. Now they're sucking up this Højlund storyline, even though he flopped in the Euros. Why is no one talking about his performances for his country?
Shocking.
Because they were saying we weren't playing to his strengths for Man United.
Yeah.
So what was the excuse for Denmark weren't playing to his strengths either?
And they do this thing where they upload pictures of him as a kid wearing a United top, and he's always his dad, and and blah blah blah. And what a story, mate. What a lovely story, mate.
And then what they're doing now, is they keep rinsing. You see how they recreated that picture of Højlund, Mino, and Garnacho in the kit room? Them not sitting together. Bro, these men know what they're doing. They're mugs, mate. That's one thing about this football club. They just want to sell a narrative, innit? That's all it is. They just want to sell a narrative. Like, oh, let's recreate this thing with these lot sitting together so we can get people to buy the shirt, bro. Do you know what I mean? I bought the shirt because I'm a dickhead, bro. And I love my football club. That's why I bought the shirt. I didn't buy the shirt because that stupid picture. I even like the shirt that much. But it's just like, fuck it. It's my team. So I got to buy the shirt. But it's one of them things where I keep it real. Like, that stupid photo. It's like, why are we doing this? Do you know what I mean? Because they know the fan base are going to lap it up. every single time, bro. Because they don't really care about the results. They don't really care about the quality of the players that we bring in. You shut these guys up by giving them a little academy kid for them to look at, yeah, or get them a little big name signing. That's it. They're so easy to appease, these football fans. So easy to appease them, bro. They're pathetic, man. And this is just what it is. So as much as they're saying Ugarte, Xerxes, and my man's underwhelming, bro. Like, no, we're trying to build a structure now. Before you complained, said there was no structure. Glazers out, the club's falling apart. The new owners have come in, said we're going to give you a new stadium. They've invested money in the training ground. They brought in a structure. They're trying to bring in players, and you're still fucking complaining, bruv.
Thing is as well, runs quickly. You know why the Rasmus thing is so hyped up as well? Because a certain platform had the drop on the deal, and they were hyping it up and it's scratch my back, scratch yours, blah blah blah, and it's who gets the story first, and it's the bigging up, and we dropped the story here in da da da, and our platform broke the story. Blah, blah. That's why they're so behind Rasmus Højlund, and then it's a domino effect where the masses follow now. They make the comps, they hype it up, and they follow. That's what's basically is happened. And even after the players joined, now you still have the player giving information, interview, X, Y, and Z. Bro, Rasmus Højlund was liking all of my stories before he signed to United. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Where was I then? I have screenshots of all the stories he was liking and blah 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 back then. He's a young lad, basically, and he watches YouTube. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just like they all do. All these young G's watch YouTube.
Do you know what I'm saying? And information got passed around, and that's why the hype got spread out like that, because it got spread out on that place. So that's what it was.
Yeah, but these
if you peel all that off, you then really recognize that. Just look at the player without anything else. Don't go on Twitter. Just look at the player on a game and see what you really think of his game. Twitter, the narratives of Twitter will sway your judgment. I'm telling, masses get swayed by the masses, innit?
Yeah, but it's not just Twitter, bro. Between Twitter and the narratives that get pushed by the mainstream, do you know what I'm saying? This is why I say, yeah, it's like I prefer to watch football on mute, because, and I see it in boxing sometimes. Sometimes the commentary in boxing is so biased, it makes you feel like a certain fighter is winning a fight when they're not winning it, bro.
Yeah, facts. Like, I think it was which game just the other day, bro. Commentators are saying Euros have been so fantastic. I'm like, bro, what are you capping for?
Yeah,
why are you capping,
bro.
Man? Euros be dead,
bro. It's crazy, bro. Like, man will be watching a boxing fight and I'll be seeing a guy get pieced up, and them man will be talking like, I remember like when I was watching the Fury and Ngannou fight, that was another one. It was like, and the Fury Usyk was more recent. Fury's not throwing no punches, yeah, and sticking his tongue out, putting his hands on the ropes, wagging his head and all of this to try and con the judges into believing, yeah, that he's winning the fight. Yeah. You know them ones. These times he's not thrown a punch in like a minute and a half. Do you know what I mean? And you can hear the crowd shouting. Do you know what I mean? You can hear the commentator saying, "Oh, look, he's so relaxed and this, that, and the other." Bro, he ain't thrown a punch in a minute and a half. What are you talking about? And this is the problem. And and then you see people after the fight say, "Oh, it was close or robbery." It's like, bro, it was not a robbery. The guy got pieced up. Do you know what I mean? And it should have been a stoppage in the 9th round. So it's one of them ones where commentary and mainstream narratives definitely affect the masses. The majority of people that have opinions on certain footballers have never watched these men play for 90 minutes. And they get their opinions from other people, bro. And this is why when you press them about the opinion, they can't articulate a good enough defense for these players. They can't. All they'll say is, "Oh, Rants has got an agenda," or "Rants is beefing a 19-year-old. Bro, tell me what these players do well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if I don't like a player, and if I do like a player, the one thing I can do, is I can articulate as to why I do not like them, or why I do like them, and what strengths they have and what weaknesses they have. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Like,
yeah.
whether it's a Garnacho, whether it's a Bellingham, all these players that I don't rate, I can tell you why I don't rate them, but I can also tell you what their strengths are. It's not like man just saying, "Oh, these men are not good at anything, they're shit." Bro, I can tell you what their strengths are because I know what I'm seeing. The
Yeah.
problem with a lot of these players, a lot of these guys, is they just use GA as something to fall back on.
Transfer
And
market.
they're just like, what do you mean he's shit, bruv? 30 GA. All right, cool. That's the argument. Or the argument is this player don't even start for this team. That's it.
It's football for you, bro. That's what football's become for you, man. Today, bro, rants. Oh my god. I need to follow your route, man. I need to get off Twitter, bro. I need to stop going. Bro,
Yeah,
I
it's a
saw
shit.
someone put a tweet, yeah. Ruud van Nistelrooy x Rasmus Højlund. And they're comparing Ruud's goals and Rasmus's goals, bro. I can't believe, bro. Bro, I can't believe, bro. I wanted to say some things, yeah, that would possibly get me cancelled, bro. Like, that would possibly delete me from Earth. I was so angry, bro. I was so
but get
angry.
used to that, bro. Get used to that, bro. I start seeing some dead GA things. Like, brother, some of the stuff you see online and the narratives, like even the Saka thing, they were like, "Oh, he's the first Arsenal player to score for England and England in a World Cup and the Euros and that." And it's like, what kind of dead stat is that? Like,
Saw another one.
What does that stat mean? Like,
Bruno
what does
was
that
subbed
stat mean?
off. Every time Bruno subbed off, Portugal lose.
Yeah, like them dead stats that just get used to just like paint a narrative. It's like, why do we need to know these pointless stats, bro? You know the amount of pointless stats that get thrown away, yeah. All the time, I'm just seeing pointless stats everywhere. Like, who cares?
Another one. After Scott McTominay came on the pitch, Man United drew the rest of the game.
Why does that matter? Bro, yeah, but bro, listen, like it's very seldom that I go on Twitter and I get information that's actually useful.
Oh, when Scott McTominay is on the pitch, the period of time Scott McTominay was on the pitch, the scoreline was a draw. I say, what? What is this?
Bro, just dumb stats, bro.
This close, yeah, to saying mad shit, bro. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm borderline going crazy. I was gonna say something mad on that tweet, bro. I was gonna say something mad. I said, nah, let me get off this tweet. Yeah, I've got Rants' show in an hour. Let me go make a cup of tea, get some ice water, and chill out, bro. I was so angry. And considering I've got this top as well, the OG AIG top, you know what I'm saying? Davies,
bro, Ruud van Nistelrooy averaged 30 goals a season for Man United. 30, bro. Not GA, 30 goals, blood. Not GA, blood. Goals. You know them ones. Man, don't do this GA thing, bruv. This GA thing is new, blood. We only care about goals, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Unless you are a creative number 10, yeah, or an orthodox winger, we don't care about your assists. We don't care about them. Do you know what I mean? Giving Rashford assists and that, Rashford ain't a pass first player. So if he's passed it, it's because he had to pass because there was no other option. This guy's not a creator. So all these guys getting GA, yeah, bro. Man, don't care about your assists, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I can't believe, yeah, they're comparing Ruud's movement to Rasmus's movement.
No. I just seen this now. Yeah, get this off my screen.
Rants. They're comparing Ruud's movement, yeah, to
Rasmus Højlund, bro. Listen, bruv, Henry was a pass first striker. He wasn't an out and out striker, so his assists are valid. Do you know what I'm saying? Man don't want to see no Rashford assists. Man don't want to see no Garnacho assists. Man don't want to see no Højlund assists, bruv. Man don't want to see GA for guys here that shoot from 30 yards. Do you know what I mean? And do booky things, bro. Like these men are not creators, bro. Even Bruno's not a creator, bro. All assists are not created the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all assists, yeah. All an assist in a modern game is the pass before the shot. That's all it is. That's also what a chance created is. A pass before a shot. If you pass me the ball and I shoot from 25 yards, yeah, that's a chance created, bro. These stats are bogus. They're not proper assists. Unless you're putting the ball on a plate for someone, yeah, and they cannot miss, miss me with all these assists, bro. Miss me with all of them. If I need to take 4 touches before I score, yeah, because you played me a grenade, bro, it's not an assist.
Portugal lost the penalties, yeah, because Bruno Fernandes was subbed off. France football is finished, bro.
No, but bro, this is where we are now, bro. Like, and this is why, yeah, it's like the more you actually watch football, yeah, it's like people say that I don't rate anyone, but that's because most of these players are not good, Faz. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like I'm watching a completely different sport. And Bielsa come out the other day, yeah, and he said it. He was like, yo, the thing that people used to love football for, like the essence of that is dead now, bro. Like the game is getting so far away, or it's gone so far away from what we enjoyed about it that it's like it's unrecognizable, bro.
Recognizable, bro.
Do
You're
you know what
like
I'm saying?
Euros has been an eye opener, man.
Bro,
AFCON
and
is
the Copa
so much
as well.
better.
The Copa used to be, bro. We used to watch the Copa America thinking, yo, we're looking for the next up and coming South American gem. And now it's just fucking a bunch of dogs chasing the ball in the park, bro.
Mm.
And this is exactly what it is. And then when you look at even the Euros, yeah, bro, Yamal and Arda, yeah, are the only 2 young players, yeah, that look like they could potentially be superstars.
Jamal?
Yamal,
No, what about Jamal?
Musiala, not
Yeah.
for me, not superstar. I think he'll be a top player, but I don't think he's got the superstar. I don't think he's got the superstar gene. I just think he's got the top level player gene. He ain't got the superstar gene though. Do you know what I mean? It's different, innit? It's just different. You see, Lamine Yamal, yeah, bro. There's just something about the way he strikes a football. The same with Arda, the way he strikes a football. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
It's almost
when I
like
look
how
at Musiala,
Greenwood had that as well.
Musiala is just an amazing dribbler, but everything else is it's a 7. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not. He doesn't shoot particularly well. He doesn't pass particularly well. He doesn't cross particularly well. It's just good enough. But his dribbling and the optics make it look so much better because he's tall and he's got really quick feet and stuff. But like his final ball, everything's like a 7. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas the way Yamal and the way Arda wrap their foot around the football and the way they control the weight on it and everything like that, these men really look like artists, innit? Like Musiala just looks like a dribbler. By all means, he can develop his game, but bro, he's not. Bro, he's a good dribbler, but he's not the best dribbler I've seen, bro. I grew up watching loads of great dribblers that weren't.
Not the best.
I grew up
Not the
watching
best.
loads of great dribblers that weren't great footballers. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's loads. I could name you so many good dribblers that weren't thought of as top players. So many, because dribbling's only one aspect to the game.
After game, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as much as dribbling is important, dribbling's great to get you out of trouble. But that's the only reason why you should be using it. You know what I mean?
Then you have finishing, you have passing, many other aspects after
But
dribbling. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm trying to say, bro. And again, I don't want to hear nothing like people say, "Oh, Rants, but he's only young." It's not about that, bro. It's not about age. People need to allow the age thing. The age thing doesn't work. It doesn't work because all the best players, yeah, that we know as like the best players in the history of the game, all of them in their teens were sensations, bro. Like man knew about them. Man knew about R9 as a teenager. Do you know what I mean? We knew what Neymar was doing as a teenager. We knew what Messi was doing as a teenager.
Even Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney as a teenager, bro. Like, bro, listen, football's a young man's game. Don't ever think that these men became ballers at like 29. It
27, 26,
yeah,
28.
These men were 14 and tearing up the place, and people they were making so much noise.
Marcus, don't forget, Marcus was making a lot of noise when he was young.
It's a young man's game, bro. People need to stop using that excuse, innit? They use that excuse here as a way to kind of
because
hope that players are going to turn into something.
You're not gonna tell me that people are gonna expect Kobe Mino to be something else at 28 years old. Like Kobe Mino is a serious.
He's already a very, very good footballer now.
Level, you know what I'm saying? Out and out madness. He's just a madness, isn't he? He's a one-of-one madness. That's what it is. He's 1 in a million madness. And that's what he is. And he's what is he? 19, 18? I don't even know how old he is. Less than someone like that.
No, he's 19 now. Do you know what I mean? And
19,
even when
bro.
you look
That's
at
bro,
Cole Palmer,
19, bro.
bro, even when you
19,
look at Cole
bro.
Palmer, bro, this is Cole Palmer's first season.
19 years old,
Bro,
yeah.
this is
Man,
his
am I
first
stressing
season as a
about,
starting player in the Premier, you know, first season, and look what he did
bro?
in his first
19
season,
years
bro.
old, bro.
Bro, I'm
That
not
is
trying to hear nothing about no
crazy.
age, brother. I'll be honest. I'm not trying to hear nothing about it because imagine, yeah, like Cole Palmer's doing this now, yeah, in his first breakthrough season as a starter, bro. He could have done this 3 years ago if he was given the opportunity. He just wasn't.
Just wasn't yet.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't just become good now, bro. The guy stepped into this Chelsea team like he's been playing in the Prem
And yeah,
his whole life. Sterling never had the same impact as Cole Palmer, and Sterling's a proven Premier League player.
veteran, not just a veteran.
There you
Sterling's
go.
a Premier League veteran, bro.
There you go.
He's a Premier League veteran. And Palmer, I even, you know, another thing with Cole, I love the way he treats football. Like, you know, them old school, he just don't care, bro.
Yeah, he treats it like it's a game because it is
it's
a
just
game.
a game for him. He's got that little hazard thing, like not the playing. I'm saying the attitude. He don't give a heck. He really don't care, bro. Like it's just chilled. Like what was I shit? Was I good? I don't think about penalties. He just treats the game as I like anyway. It's just a game. It's just a game. So nothing gets. He don't care if it's final or this, that, the other. Bro, I've got him on Snapchat.
That's crazy.
He just treats the game like it's nothing.
Yeah, he's not bothered, mate, because he's just the way he sees it is he's out there kicking them a ball with his mates, and that's exactly how you should look at it.
Some of these ballers, yeah, it's just simple, innit? He comes to Manchester sometime, plays football with us, with some of the players, ex-players from United's academy, and bro, he's just like in the cages, just an average kid, like just an average walking kid, treats football like it's just a game, bro. It's nothing serious.
Yeah, but those are the best players, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Those are the best facts.
This myth that players somehow get better with age, yeah, they don't. Most of the time,
you just get more intelligent.
Yeah,
you just
get 100%.
more intelligent.
You refine your game, but the framework is already made. All you do is smoothen the edges, because that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? You come through, you have the product. It's a bit rough around the edges, and you just kind of get the sandpaper. You just sand it down, and you just refine it. Your game doesn't change. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't change. You get the odd player that can reinvent themselves, like Ryan Giggs. Do you know what I mean? Ryan Giggs moved into the middle and played central. Schweinsteiger went from a winger to a central midfield player.
Ronnie as well. Ronnie did it as well. Became a striker.
Exactly. But even so, you could say, yeah, Ronaldo didn't really refine his game. He just started playing in different areas, because when you look at Cristiano, yeah, he started to use his in-game intelligence to get himself into certain areas, but his first touch never got better. Do you know what I mean? Certain things don't get better, bro. Like, you just need to understand that he just moved himself from, I'm going to do damage out here, I'm going to do most of my damage in here, but I'm still the same kind of player.
Yeah.
Ryan Giggs, yeah, was so technically sound out wide. So was Schweinsteiger. That's why when they slotted into midfield, them man can still keep the ball in that. A lot of people were saying that Ryan Giggs was one of the best players at Man United in the rondos and the two touches. And you would never think it, because he's a wide player. So you would think he wants to pick up the ball and run with it. But Ryan Giggs was so good at the little give and goes, and he was so smart. He moved into the middle of the park, and Ryan Giggs looked like he had bare time on the ball. If you go and watch Ryan Giggs playing in centre mid, this guy was putting his studs on the ball, and doing Cruyff turns in the middle of the pitch and running with the ball. And it's like, midfielders don't run with the ball like that. Like, Giggs was running through the middle of the pitch like he had bare time. And you don't see centre midfielders running with the ball, bro. And this is why Musiala looks great, because most of the time, central players cannot run with the ball.
They're not allowed to, because they get impressed.
Exactly. But he dribbles like a winger, but in the middle of the pitch. And that's why it looks so good.
Like, the way he's getting out, as you said before, like, it's use dribbling to get out of trouble, innit? The way he does that, the way he manipulates little areas is silly. I mean, you know, Neymar is the king of that, innit? He's the king of that.
But that's what I mean, dribbling in central areas. He dribbles in areas that they would tell you is dangerous.
Yeah. And people are other players are putting their back into the player to protect the ball and waiting for help and passing the ball backwards or something, or kicking it off a player, getting a throw in or a corner. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas these dribblers, these players, these ballers, bro, they're just calm. It's nothing to them. And these things are taught to them when they're 7-8 years old with cones on the training ground to get out of tight areas. And that's what they can do. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
That's what Kobe does as well. You know, Kobe manipulates areas. It's like
he's in tight areas and he uses his dribbling to kind of get out of trouble.
Silly.
That's what he does.
And Kobe's he doesn't do like mad dribbling, like stop football. He'll just shift his way a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, and he's just come into 10 yards of space. It's weird how he does it. It's like the intelligence to know that if I move left, I've got 10 yards more space.
But that's because Kobe Mino, is very intelligent and he uses his skill for what it's supposed to be used for, to get out of trouble. That's it. Yeah. That's my only criticism with Musiala, and this is why I don't know if he can go to the next level above that, is because I feel like he takes way too many touches that he doesn't need to take. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just in love with dribbling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is, it's like, it's not necessary. If you look at someone like Ahmad's a great dribbler, but he only dribbles to get out of trouble. He'll rather, if he sees someone, he'll rather pop it off and get it back. Whereas Musiala, instead of popping it off,
bro, 1-2s are the best thing in football.
But that's it. But Musiala won't pop it off. Instead of popping it off, he'll take on 3 players, and then maybe the 4th player tackles him. Or if he doesn't get tackled, he takes on 3 players. But as he's dribbling, everyone's got back behind the ball now, so he's just cut off all the space. Whereas he could have just used the first touch to beat the press and then released it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it helps the other team get back into position. Like, I don't know if he moves the ball quick enough. That is the only thing. But it looks good, innit? It looks good, but it's not effective. So it's one of them things where that's what takes his game to the next level. Because people expect him to try and dribble 3 people. So when he dribbles one, plays the pass, makes the run, gets it back, and then he's through on goal and then he can score. It's easier to bounce the ball, get it back and score than take on 4 people and score. We don't see goals like that all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So once he moves the ball quicker, then he'll be fine, innit? But you can't keep trying to take on 3-4 players, bro. It just doesn't, like, that's not football, innit? It looks good, but that's street shit. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't work in games. So, I don't know. It's just one of them ones, man. But yo, people, them run up these likes. You man already know what time it is, bro. Over 1,300 in here. We should have 700 likes, man. Run them up. What you got coming up, Faz, as well? Make sure you follow Faz's channel as well. The link is in the title. And we've hit 97.7 as well, guys. So big up. We're closing the 98,000.
100,000, man. Need to get that before the start of the season.
Yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming.
Before the start of the season, I want that white rum party, man. I need that Rants party, bro. I need 100 tequila shots, bro. Now, so basically, at the moment, I'm going through a process of doing my UFSC coach, my first badge. I'm taking over a team, making a new team up in the north, and I'll be managing the team. I'll be playing in the team. So I'm gonna shift my content towards documenting my journey as an up and coming manager. And a player, from start to finish, as from the making of the club to the end. So yeah, that's the type of content I'll be producing. The video's already been made and it's in the editing process. So there'll be first videos dropping soon. And every week, my game, I'm gonna be live streaming my game. The games are recorded all 90 minutes, so I'll be live streaming it back and getting people to critique me. Just like we sit here and talk about ballers, and it's very easy to talk about football, but it's very hard to fucking play, bro. So yeah, I wanna get the people to come and critique me and cook me. If you think I need to improve, I need to do this better, that better, whatever it is. I did my first one on playback where, bro, I got absolutely cooked to charcoal, bro. They cooked me to absolute oblivion. So I'm gonna bring Rants on and get Rants to give me his OG criticism as well. My second game is coming up soon. So yeah, that's the type of content I'll be making. But I'm still on Mandem chat, and obviously Monday shows with Rants and everything. So yeah, not everyday Man United, man. Trying to get out and experience other things now.
No, I love that, bro. That's what needs to be, man. Do you know what I mean? Diversifying the content. But yeah, man, I look forward to seeing that, bro. So yeah,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Good
What you
luck.
got
Good
coming
luck
up?
with that. Tomorrow's the game. Obviously, we got the shows tomorrow, and I don't know. I don't know, bro. I got something coming up, yeah, but it's one of them ones. You man just need to look out for the stream, innit, bro, because I'm just causing some more trouble in the social media scene, innit. I'm not done with that guy yet, so that's all I can say. That's all I can say right now. I'm not done with him.
And the
So
contract, big boy, as the side.
I'm not done with him. Do you know what I'm saying? The pressure will continue to be applied in it. So do you know what I mean? I got a few things up my sleeve, man. That's all I'm saying. So you man look out for that. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And yeah, this is what it is. And then so tomorrow we're back. I think Saeed's live as well. I think Saeed is gonna be live around this time. He should be live now. Let me check. Because if he is, we'll
Bro,
redirect to Saeed. I think Saeed said he
I
was gonna
can't
be
lie,
there.
yeah. Need to have a word with Saeed, bro.
About what?
Bro, Saeed rang me, yeah, at 2:45 a.m.
Yeah, this bro don't sleep, bro.
Saeed, yeah, this guy is a simulation, is an AI, bro. I don't understand what this guy, bro. 2:45, yeah, he goes, Faz, are you active? I said, bro, I'm thinking, yeah, he wants me to come on job or something, like something's happened. Bro, I'm like, what? Active? You need, what's up? Are you okay? You know his stream, bro. People been running in his house and shit, whatever. I'm thinking he's rang me because I don't live far from him. I'm thinking he wants me to come and, you know what I'm saying? It's a madness going on. Bro, I'm like, active? What do you mean active? He said, nah, are you active though? I said, bro, what's up? Is it an emergency? He said, nah, I thought you awake at this time. I said, bro, you have lost your mind, bro. 2:45 in the morning, a.m.
Yeah, he needs to sleep. But I told him after this Euros finishes, yeah, he needs to sort out his body clock, bruv. And you get me, man. Needs to get in the gym and you get me to get healthy and that, bro. This is what this year's about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, man are growing our channels and stuff like that, but bro, you need to make sure you look after yourself, blood. Man can't be streaming for fucking 15 hours a day and that, not eating properly, not sleeping properly. Man, them need to pattern that up. That's important as well. You get me? Trust me, bro. You can't put a price on your health, rude boy. You know, like that. And this is what it is. So man, them need to make sure that they're sleeping properly, eating properly, and make sure that they're healthy, man. So you get me? We've been grafting during this Euros, but after that, you know what I mean? Man, them need to pattern up still. You get me? So he's a madman. I see him, man's messaging me at like 3:30 in the morning. I'm sleeping, bruv. You know, bro, I've seen it. But I need to go sleep, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It's the
Saeed,
thing.
yeah, I think Saeed even I think Saeed talks in his sleep, bro. Because bro, bro, I went now. This is gonna swiftly turn into cooking Saeed, bro. You know Saeed, yeah, he sleeps because when I went to Barca with him, we had a apartment to watch the Barca United game last season or season before. Sorry, bro. Saeed, yeah, he sleeps like not flat, bro. He sleeps like this.
You're an idiot.
Bro, Saeed, yeah, he can fall asleep in any position. You know, normally sleep like this, yeah, bro. Saeed sleep like this.
You're a madman.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I was, bro. And you cuss. I said, Saeed, are you okay, Saeed? Bro, he's like, yeah. Like the video.
Hey, no, but Saeed is the funniest bro in the world. Without trying to be
one
funny,
time,
bro.
yeah.
Bro, he fell asleep on one of our streams, blood. After man got the COVID vaccine, bro. He passed out on the floor, blood. Like, bro, listen, I swear, Saeed is the funniest guy.
One time, yeah, I'm walking past this strip in Manny, and there's like bare like takeaways and shawarma places. I see all of a sudden Saeed in there, man. I said, Saeed, what you doing in there? Bro, man, ran out the shop. He said, nah, chill. I said, nah, chill.
Nah, bro, he's unbelievable, man. He's unbelievable.
Oh,
man.
Saeed, man. What a guy, man. What a legend.
See, that's what I mean. People use that as the meme, bro. Bruh, man fell asleep on the stream just live, bro. Just head just
Bro.
fell backwards.
Yeah, he just, bro,
Yeah,
he's
just
sleeping
gone,
like
bro.
this. He's sleeping like this, bro. His head, yeah, bro, his head is on the headboard. His head is not on the pillow. His head is on the headboard. I'm thinking about his, do you know what I'm saying? His safety.
Nah,
Bro,
Saeed's
he's
the man.
crazy, bro. He's talking in his sleep or what, bro? It's crazy, man. Saeed.
Nah, he's
Saeed
the
is a
man.
madman, bro.
Nah, this is fucking funny, blood. But yo, you lot, make sure you run up the likes. We're gonna raid Saeed's chat now. He's live. I think it's Straight Jacket, I think. So yeah, man. Big up the community, man. It's always a laugh. Make sure you subscribe to Planet Faz. The link is in the title. And I will catch you, man, in a bit.